Hello guys, and welcome back to our video. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and also share our videos. So my name is Ishionesu and I'm part of the Market Crashers team. So today we are going to look at EURGBP and the British pound New Zealand dollar, right? So we begin by taking a look at the weekly time frame. So we begin by marking our key levels, right? So as you can see, we have this key level here. We have this key level here, and we also have this key level, right? We also have this key level. So what's the market? So the question is, what's the market structure in the weekly time frame? As you can see from the weekly time frame, the EURGBP has been in a ranging market. This is a ranging market. You see, it's not making any higher highs, higher lows. It's just ranging in between the support and the resistance. So as you can see here, this was a fake out here, buyers were trapped here, and also here, this was a fake out, buyers were trapped. So let's dive into the daily time frame, since we use top-down analysis to get a clear picture of what the market is telling us. So if we move to the daily time frame, right? Move to the daily time frame, we can see that the market made an impulsive move here, and then it began making a corrective move, right? So if we use our trend line here, you can see that here so we can see that the market here was making a corrective move, right? So this is a corrective structure, right? This is a corrective structure. So if we take a look at this is more of like a bearish flag, right? So you can see the market more made an impulsive move, and then made a corrective structure in the form of a bearish flag. So we'll be looking for a breakout of this bearish flag. As you can already see, the market has already broken out of this structure, right? The market has already broken out of this structure. So we need to dive into lower time frames, and then we look for a bearish corrective move before the market moves to the downside, right? So we expect the market to move up to the downside, right? Up to this, we expect the market to continue up to this support, right? As you can see, this is the flag of the bullish flag. So if you take, this is the leg of the bullish flag, right? If you try and copy this leg up to here, you can find that it's almost the same length, right? So the impulsive move here, and then the corrective phase. So the market will make another impulsive move, which is the same as this leg of this bearish flag, right? So we're expecting the market to move to the downwards, right? So what's the next step? So let's then dive deeper into the 4-hour time frame, right? So if we dive deeper into the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we have this nice zone here. So we can see that we have this nice zone here. This is the zone here. We have this nice zone here, right? We have this nice zone here, and we can see that the market has broken this zone here, which was acting as a support here. So this structure is broken. So what happens when a structure is broken? So if the market breaks a structure, we expect the market to come back for retest and then push to the downwards, right? And if you take a look again, we have this nice zone here again, right? Into the 4-hour time frame, we have this new. And besides these zones, we also have this beautiful pattern here. So this is a head and shoulders pattern. It's a reversal pattern. As you can see, the market touched our resistance, and then the market is giving us a signal that it's going down in the form of a head and shoulders pattern, right? So this is a head and shoulders pattern. Oh, sorry. So if you take a look at this, this is so as you can see, this is a nice head and shoulder pattern with this left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder. So we are expecting that when I'll get into this trade when the London session opens, which is 11 a.m. Moscow time. So when the market comes back for retest, and then we expect the market to push to the downwards. Then we expect the market to break this structure and also come back for retest, and then push to the downwards up to this point, up to this weekly support level, right? But as you can see that we need to do top-down analysis so that we can understand what the market is telling us. And as you can see, the market gave us this beautiful reversal pattern, so we expect it to come back for retest, and then we take our entry, and then we ride the trade up to this weekly support level, right? So let's take a look. So your stop loss should be above this zone. So your stop loss should be above this zone, and then your take profit should be on this support zone. So you are risking 0.35% of your capital, and you are gaining approximately 7%, which is a good trade. That's a risk to reward ratio of 1:20, right? So let's then move on to GBPNZD. GBPNZD, right? Let me clear my charts. So begin by doing our analysis on the weekly time frame. If you want, we can begin by looking at the monthly time frame. As you can see on the monthly time frame, we can clearly see that the British pound New Zealand dollar is in an uptrend, right? So as you can see, price is bouncing off this trend line, which is acting as sort of a support, right? And then we also have this trend line, which is acting as a form of a resistance, right? So this one is acting as a form of a resistance. So we have something like this. So if we move to the weekly chart, you can see we have this zone here, which is acting as our resistance, right? We have this zone which is acting as our resistance. So, and we can see that price has already made a third touch this trend line, but that doesn't mean that we have to buy, right? But we have to move to lower time frames to look for a bullish correction, right? So if we then move to the daily time frame. Right? If we move to the daily time frame, okay, let's move to the 4-hour time frame. So if you move to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we have a nice falling wedge here. So we have a nice falling wedge pattern. So this market is telling us that, since the market is giving us a signal that the price, okay, let me correct my trend lines, okay. Right. Okay, something like this. Right, let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. So since price has already touched this trend line, right, and then the market was making a corrective structure in the form of a falling wedge pattern. So this falling wedge pattern is a reversal pattern. So this this is a signal from the market that we are about to reverse, we are about to go upwards, right? So if you're a price action trader, you don't just enter the market, you wait for the market to give you the signal, and then you enter as soon as the market gives you the signal, right? You don't just act impulsively or use emotions. Wait for the market to give you a clear signal, and then you enter, right? So as we have seen that we can see that the market has already broken this falling wedge pattern, but we do not enter immediately because with currencies, once the market breaks this structure, it will make a sort of like a bullish correction move, right, before it breaks out of that bullish correction move and then continues up to this support level. So what we'll be waiting for, so wait for the market to make a bullish correction, right? Wait for the market to make a bullish correction. So once the market breaks out of this bullish correction, and then we enter the market, we look for buying entries up to this weekly support structure, right? So if you take a look at this trade, so your stop loss should be below this bullish correction phase, right? So your stop loss should be below this bullish corrective phase, right? So that's if the trade goes out of our way, we lose 0.68%, but if it goes our way, we gain. That's a gain of about 9.79%, which is a good trade, which is a good swing trade, right? So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped you to use price action to analyze the market, right? So if you find these type of videos useful, please share with your friends, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. So and also give a thumbs up button so that we can continue to upload this type of videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.